Friends, welcome back to the channel, All Things Keto with Kelsey. I'm Kelsey, and today I'm going to be sharing with you what we talked about in our 13th keto support group. We are actually going through Dr. Bos's Keto Continuum book by Dr. Bosworth. So if you are looking for a new resource on how to navigate the keto diet, this is a great book. She also has created a Keto Continuum workbook to go alongside this book, and it's just a great tool if you're looking for something to help you just bump up your ability to do keto and bump up your knowledge on the basic keto stuff that helps you to be successful. Those are the books you're going to want. So what we went over this time was kind of how to create a keto support group, and this is actually the framework that I went off of to come up with starting a keto support group, because Dr. Bos, she would love to have people in her support group, but she definitely advocates for you creating that group, that type of group for yourself. So if you are looking for some support, you're having a hard time like sticking with the plan, it's good to get into a group where you have a couple of like-minded people and who are doing the same thing as you. It just really helps having that camaraderie. People come around you, beside you, and just kind of help you along on the journey. We talked about her instructions on getting a meeting together. And she talks about the importance of having it every week, starting it on time, making sure that there's no food brought to keto group. This is not like a luncheon after church. This is a keto group. She talks about how you don't bring alcohol to an AA meeting, you don't bring food to a keto group. Making sure that it's free and is accessible for people in the community. And then she talks about having the veterans talk first, people who've been doing keto longest and been the most successful at it. They talk first, tell how, the things that they're doing and what they're doing right, what they're doing wrong. And she encourages people who are new to keto to just kind of sit and listen for a couple of meetings and see if this is the group for you, or just kind of get your bearings on the kind of group that it is. She talks about making sure it's every week and limiting it to an hour. Make sure you're starting on time. And I would say ours are twice a month. So every 2 weeks we try to meet. If it's not a regular weekly meeting, it often will phase out after about 6 months. This week I came across something on Instagram, and it's just this random reel about this woman talking about how she wanted to say yes to something. She wanted to do something in particular, but by choosing to do that one thing that she really wanted to do, she was going to simultaneously be saying no to several other things that were high priorities in her life right now at this phase of life. This didn't really have anything to do with diet or motivation. It wasn't really that. It was more like, this is how you love yourself. This is how you protect your boundaries and those kind of things, and which is fine. But the more I mulled over it in my head, I was thinking, this is a really applicable thing. This is a really helpful concept when it comes to consistency in the keto diet. I've had some difficult times lately. I've been really struggling mentally and emotionally with a few different things. And so I have found myself going to the pantry and looking for the kids' snacks, things that I typically would not even crave. But I would find myself digging in the pantry for something because I wanted to fill a void in my life, and food has been that for me for many, many years. So I kept finding myself in the pantry, and I'd tell myself no. And then a few minutes later, just be like, why? There's no purpose behind that no. What is the point of saying no? This is going to make me feel good in the next few minutes. I'm just going to do it. And many times over the last month have I found myself in the position where I have not said no to the things I need to say no to. So taking the concept of saying no to this says yes to this, it was really eye-opening to me. So saying no to the carbs in the pantry or the things that I don't want to put in my body automatically says that I value low inflammation. I value good metabolic health. I value preventing cancer by what foods I choose to put in my body. I value my overall health and my wellness, and whether it's my physical fitness or my mental state, because I'm not depressed because I'm running on sugar. I am running on ketones. I don't feel that depression nearly as heavily. There are things that I value that saying no to these certain things, certain foods, will actually support. So my action of saying no to the granola bars or the bread or the things that I have for my kids in my pantry is automatically reinforcing the fact that I value these other things that I gain when I follow a good keto diet. In our group, I actually passed out some 3x5 cards that are fluorescent colors like pink, orange, yellow, green. And we kind of took just a few minutes to write. So we kind of like went back and forth about like, what does keto do for me? What are the positive things that keto does for me? What are the things that I don't deal with anymore because I stay keto? And what are the things that I am really saying are okay when I don't stick to my plan on the keto diet? So if I struggle with wheat or sugar, like gluten or sugar or dairy, and I decide to keep eating those, I'm telling myself that I don't prioritize my health. I prefer to suffer from the consequences of those decisions, and that's just not a healthy mindset to have. So if your priorities are to live a life lower in inflammation, to have less pain, to be metabolically healthy, to have good mental health, find your why, the reason why you wanted to be keto in the first place, and then wherever your biggest temptation is, stick this: I am keto because I want to this. I don't eat sugar because I don't want this side effect. I don't eat wheat because I don't want to feel like this. So I would highly recommend that you grab a 3x5 card or a sticky note or something, stick it on the pantry, or where your biggest temptation is. I personally am going to put one in the pantry. I'm going to put one on my refrigerator, and I'm going to put one on my windowsill above my sink, so I can just be daily reminded that there are reasons that I am suffering through not having the carbs that I used to love so much, and still think about quite a bit. I hope this concept of saying no to this so I can say yes to this, yes to the things that I actually prioritize, or saying yes to these things so I can say no to the things that I really don't want in my life. So comment below, what are you saying no to by saying yes to keto? What are you saying yes to by saying no to the standard American diet? I'd love to hear how you process this kind of thing, and let me know what keto has done for you. Most of all, I want you guys to know that you're not alone. If you're keto and you feel like you're the only person in your circle that is keto, that's why I make these videos, so that you kind of have a glimpse of what we cover in our keto support group. If you are local to Southern Maine, definitely email me at this my email below, and I can send you the information that you need to be a part of our group. We would love to have more people who are local to us join us. And as always, I hope wherever you're at today, you're having a great day, and we'll see you soon, friends.